Hello, everyone. JDev, creator of the JDev Entertainment Network, has returned once again to give you precisely what you want, which, of course, is more of me because I'm in such high demand, and quite frankly, I'm all you need. Get being everybody, my official UFC 248 post fight card thoughts and opinions, and also just touching on the predictions that I'd made. And I also made a prediction for the UFC Fight Night event that was a week and a half before that. Specifically, Paul Felder versus Dan Hooker. I predicted Paul Felder to win. And while Dan Hooker looked really good early, I thought Paul Felder had done enough to win the fight. And I was wrong. They gave the fight to Paul Felder, and now it sounds like he's going to fight. Or, I'm sorry. They gave the fight to Dan Hooker, and now it sounds like he's going to fight Dustin Poirier. I thought Felder did enough to win. I really did. But, I'm not a judge. I'm not the person that's in charge of deciding who wins or loses, but it's just a prediction. But I thought Felder looked really good at, toward the, second, third, fourth, fifth round. And I don't know. And then in UFC 248, I made some predictions. There was a fight that didn't even happen, which I don't know. I haven't looked into it yet. It was Edward Shavazian and Derek Brunson. I don't know if that got pulled. I haven't looked into it, though, yet. But I predicted Sean O'Malley to win after his 2-year layoff because of some USADA issues. And he looked damn good in one with some knockout, some ground and pound. Neil Magny looked really good. A little slow starting, but he looked really, really good. He can use that 6'3" frame in the welterweight division to dominate people. And then I'm going to start with the main event, actually. Well, I'm going to go with the main event first. Yoel Romero versus Israel Adesanya. I predicted Israel Adesanya to win, and he did win. But the fight, well, it was a snooze fest. It was kind of entertaining, though. Right when they started the fight, Romero did walk in the middle octagon and just went like this and stood there and did some crazy things and did land a really crazy punch on Adesanya, but it did make him go down. But the fight was pretty boring. I'm a little upset with that. However, the women brought it. Weili Zhang, or Zhang Weili, was defending her title against Joanna Jędrzejczyk, and that not only was the best fight of the night, that was definitely the best fight of the year, I think, and possibly one of the best female fight of all time, easily. Best fight of the night, best fight of the year. It was an entertaining slugfest. I really liked the Colby Covington versus Kamaru Usman fight. Joanna Jędrzejczyk and Zhang Weili, or Weili Zhang, was definitely as good. I don't know if it was better, but it was definitely as good. What a fight. That fight saved the card, and I was very impressed with that. So I got the 4 predictions. Well, I made 5 predictions, but the 4 fights that actually happened, I got right. So that was a good card for predictions. I wanted Joanna to win. And I wanted Romero to win, but I picked Adesanya and I picked Zhang Weili, or Weili, whatever you want to call her, because I don't know what her name is. They say it different time. Different people say it differently. So we'll have to just say that every time. Just like, Alexander Gustafsson. Dana White says Gustafsson, and everybody else, for the most part, says Gustafsson. So I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? But it was a pretty lackluster main event. It could have been a lot better. But the co-main event was definitely worth the price of admission. That was a fun fight. Definitely a fight of the year candidate. With it's probably up against the John Jones versus Dominic Reyes. I don't think Paul Felder versus Dan Hooker was the fight of the year. People are saying that, up until the fight last night. I don't think that was that great. Me personally, I don't think it was good. Jones versus Reyes was really exciting, and then Jędrzejczyk versus Weili was probably better, maybe. So, hope everyone enjoyed the fight card. Now, what I can do is I did some live reactions to some rounds. All the championship rounds I did live reactions to, and I'm thinking about posting my 5th round reaction for the Weili-Joanna fight. And I thought Jędrzejczyk won. I was pretty confident that she won. I kept saying and knew. And when Bruce Buffer says, and still, I'm like, what? I thought she did enough to win the fight, but it was a tough fight to call, just like Jones versus Reyes. But this one was a battle, and I loved what young Jacek did at the end of the 5th round when she did a spinning back fist and got her with her forearm. If she would have followed that up and got on top of her, well, not that got on top of her necessarily, but got her to the ground, that might have won young Jacek the fight. But it was a damn good fight despite that, and I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Leave your comments. Leave your thoughts about the fight card in general. Any other UFC-related videos that you want me to do, I'm certainly more than happy to do them. Obviously, I'll be doing my UFC 249 predictions for Tony Ferguson versus Habib. That's going to be coming, I would say, probably the first week of April. And, yeah, that's it. And that's JDev. And I'll be back again soon with another. Peace.